common sense leadership now.
Enough is enough.
It's not just another day at the beach in Wilmington. Campaign season is in full swing for the two Republicans running to replace outgoing Democratic State Senator Julia Bozeman. She has served 3 terms in District 9, comprising New Hanover County. Thom Goolsby is a criminal lawyer and former chair of the New Hanover County Republican Party. Michael Lee is a corporate lawyer and lost to Bozeman in 2008 by a little more than 3,000 votes. Lee says their positions on tort reform sets the two men apart.
I support tort reform. I did when I ran against Julia Bozeman, and I do now. It's something that we have got to do to bring down the cost of health care.
By phone, Goolsby said he supports the North Carolina Republican Party's platform on tort reform. NCGOP says we support tort reform, including a cap on awards for pain and suffering, reform in the collateral source rule, allowing more of the award for the victim, and structured payments of awards. Lee then pointed to news reports in 2003. One from WECT quotes Goolsby as saying, "We're talking about capping damages, so that means no matter what harm someone does to you, this is all you get. That's crazy." Both candidates also claim the other donated money to Democratic candidates in nonpartisan races. On most other issues, they sound like typical Republican candidates.
We've got to cut the corporate income tax rate, the individual income tax rate. We need to cut the sales tax rate. We have some of the highest taxes, not just in the Southeast anymore, but in the United States.
Increasing your taxes $1 billion, $100 million in the middle of a recession is a recipe for economic disaster.
Goolsby is talking about the budget the General Assembly passed last year. It included a $1.1 billion tax hike. Campaign fundraising is considered one of the best indicators of support. In the last filing report, Goolsby was sitting on a little less than $200,000. Nearly all of that is money he pumped into his own campaign. Lee, on the other hand, had about $44,000. Individuals and political action committees donated the money. Lee also contests an internal poll showing Goolsby has an advantage.
Our polls show us leading him 2-1. We are finding everywhere we go lots and lots of support to back up those poll numbers.
He ran that poll 5 days after I announced that I was going to run again.
Lee says voters didn't have enough time to learn he was in the race before the poll was taken in late December. Voters have plenty of time to make up their mind between Thom Goolsby and Michael Lee. The primary isn't until May 4th. Whoever wins will face Dr. Jim Lutze. He's the former chancellor of UNC Wilmington and Democratic candidate for North Carolina Senate District 9. For CarolinaJournal.tv, I'm Anthony Greco.